Hey guys, Spirit Fan here. Welcome back to another review video. And this is I guess today I'm reviewing the Pitini Enterprises animated Headless Bride. And this was sold for the shit. I swore it said what year this thing was. Scratch that. I don't know what year this thing was sold. All I know is it was made by Pitini Enterprises. And this is an item I'm pretty sure only 212 were actually made of, because this item is extremely obscure. And actually, the person I had got this off of is the only other one. There's the only other collector that I know has one and uploaded it to YouTube. Now, other collectors could have this out there. I'm not sure. This was just the only one that I had seen. So I did want this, and I had found them and started messaging them, and they sold it to me for a fairly decent price, just based off the quality on this item. It's really not that good, but it is really interesting to see how similar it is to Morbid. I mean, it's crazy. It's just like Captain Spaulding right there. It's 4.5 volts, and just the 3 AA batteries, and the light up eyes, and the moving mouth. That's it. And the audio is a little weird on this thing too. And yeah, you could always switch this thing to adapter, but I'm just gonna keep it like this because it's very convenient. And you can actually see the head is in a jar, and then there's the battery pack, and it's just the switch right there. And then I'm assuming you can just take this off to get into the head, and then you just pry it off the sides there. So I don't think it'd be too difficult if I had to repair this thing, but I never noticed it from videos, but this thing has awesome hands. I really love the hands on this thing. It really matches, you know, her ghostly look. And yeah, they're latex. And I'm assuming the face inside is also latex. Yeah, very squishy, very healthy, luckily. No issues there. And it's actually very interesting how this goes into the thingy there, but it actually had to be repaired with zip ties, so it could hold it in. It's just very cheap. It's really not built that well. But nonetheless, I really do like the phrase on this. It's just kind of creepy. It's really long for what it is, and it is just kind of creepy how she's just crying. And there's just really no other prop out there like this. I really like the detail, like, so you can see her brain there. It's not as good on the face. Like, the face looks a little cartoony, and the hair too. But I really do like that. How, like, from afar, it looks really good. But if you get a little close, it doesn't look the best. But yeah, if you keep your distance, it's kind of creepy. Doesn't look too bad from far away. Yeah, but when you get a little closer, not the best looking. But yeah, it has a moving mouth and then the light up eyes. And then, yeah, I really just like that detail with the brain. It's cool. And yeah, this weird thingy right here is, or for the neck, it's like a vaggy form, but it's painted on, so it's, yeah, if this cracked, like, you could never replace this, unless you literally painted a new one. So it's very cheap. So yeah, I gotta be careful with that. And as you can see, it's even yellowed under here. Well, that's just the foam, but you can see it's kind of bleeding through now. You can really see it. It's ugly. See, I don't really know if there's much else to say about this thing. I really want to demo it first, and then maybe I'll talk a little bit more on the history behind it, because I don't really know that much. But I really do like this item and some other items, so I'll talk about that. But yeah, so as you can see, all I gotta do is just switch her on right here.
I loved him so much. How was I to know until death do us part would come so soon?
Now see, that's about as best you're gonna get it on batteries. and with that voltage. But it's still pretty creepy, and you can see the mouth moving, the eyes lighting up. I may service that mouth a little bit more if I want to, but I don't really mind for now.
I loved him so much. How was I to know until death do us part would come so soon?
Because right at the end there, you can hear the audio kind of gets a little scratchy. And I think it's just because it's running on batteries. Maybe if you hooked up to an adapter, it might... I don't know, it still might have that issue. I think it's just the quality of this item. And that's why I would say that this thing is so obscure, but also that not many were made, I think. Like I said, I don't know much about Pitini, but as I've seen, not a lot of that stuff is around anymore. And I don't think they made very much of the items that were produced. And I really do like Soul Possessor. It's a very, very cool item. That they've done some really cool item, but it's just the one phrase usually. So it is pretty cheap. And like I said, it is really similar to Morbid, like the build and everything with the batteries, and then just how with the movement. It's just two movements, or not even movement, just the one movement, and then the eyes lighting up. Kind of reminds me of just a classic Morbid item. And yeah, if you see any other Pitini props nowadays, they're always destroyed or they don't work. So that's why I would say this thing is so hard to find as well. If there were a lot made, that's another reason why there's not gonna be a lot out there, because it's just so cheap. And this one is also gone through a lot. Like the poles have been rebuilt.
I loved him so
there have been another one added to hold the other ones on. And then now she's about as tall as the Cauldron Witch. And yeah, I really think it's just unique, because there isn't really no other item like this. I mean, the Gemmy Beheaded Bride is its own thing. I would say this is completely different from that. Yeah, I would say it's a really, really unique item.
How was I to know?
So yeah, I don't really know if I have anything else to say about this item. Just really, really cool. And really obscure for some reason. I mean, you could tell, I guess there is some reasons why. So yeah, believe what you want with this item. And let me know if you have seen this item, or if you know much more about it, because I don't really know that much. So, yeah. And here's the box again. Just extremely glad to own this thing. I've been waiting a long time to, I've been trying to find out who had this, so I'm very glad I got it now. And, yeah, that's all I got. See ya.